as I was saying, in that very contraption called Nigeria, every single senator you see, including all those your presidential candidates that you want to vote for, every single one of them, their children, if they don't have, I believe every one of them have, and their children have other countries' international passport they are using. You're welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, thank you for joining.
Yeah. So you are talking about Biafra.
Yeah.
Nobody can give us Biafra without we fighting for the Biafra. You see where Nnamdi Kanu is now. Nobody can release him for there. Nothing a Biafran can do. We need an Igbo president first. Not we shouting Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. Nothing we can do. Nothing. I'm an Igbo man. Nothing. Yes, I'm an Igbo man.
Why do you think that we cannot be able to get Biafra?
We cannot be able to get Biafra because we are not in government. We need a representative in government before we can get Biafra. We need somebody who can speak for us. So first of all, we need an Igbo president. Without an Igbo president, nothing will happen.
Okay.
And look at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. Nobody can release Nnamdi Kanu except an Igbo president. He bet me he will be there until the election is over. Even though you say,
let me ask you one question. How many countries have you known? How many countries of the world have you known that fought for their freedom and got their freedom? Just mention one country you know that fought for freedom and got their freedom.
For example, like in South Africa during the hypertension session, they fought for themselves and they got their liberation. And up to today, they are still fighting.
Okay, since you chose South Africa, how did South Africa get their independence? Were they part of the government? Is it because they were part of the government that they were given independence, or because they fought for their freedom?
They become part of the government. Nelson Mandela become part of the government, and other people supported him.
Let us calm down. Don't rush. We can't. In this very platform, we don't insult people. We try to make sense. We try to and bring a logical argument. So, when we are talking about the issue of South Africa fighting for independence, you know very well the history of South Africa.
Yeah.
You know how long Mandela stayed in prison. You know how the South African fought. South Africa, nobody in South Africa was part of the government. They were not part of government before they got independent. Don't shy away from that fact. That is a fact. They fought for their independence. It was after they got independence, even the independence was signed before Mandela was released. So when you are saying that we cannot get Biafra until we have somebody in the government, that is not true. You know that it is not true. So many countries of the world have fought for their independence. They were not even part of the government, including the recent one, the youngest country you know about. Look at them. You know about the youngest country now.
Well, which of them are you talking about? Because let's
talk about what do you call them? What do you call this country? Sudan, South Sudan.
South Sudan. Okay.
They were not part of the government. They fought for their independence. They were fighting for their independence until their independence was given to them. There are so many ways for you to get your independence. People, you can get it when you are talking about the issue of going politically. You can get it politically through a referendum. If you have people who are meaningful in the government, if you have a good representation, in the government, of course you can get it through referendum. That is true. It's possible. But there's another way. Yeah, there's another way for you to get your independence also. You can also get it through your armed struggle outside the government. It is possible.
Did you
in our situation now, we have tried the political system of it. We have tried it. We have tried it in several occasions. It doesn't work. Or don't you know that Biafrans have given chance for that political this issue that you're talking about now? You didn't know that?
We gave chances to sabotage. Every representative we were given a chance to represent us, they are all sabotage. Now we need a genuine person. Like now, take for instance this Peter Obi. What is movement? With Peter Obi, I'm sure we can get Biafra. We just give him a chance. People saying there won't be election in the southeast, there won't be election in Biafra land. If there's no election in Biafra land, they will conduct election. Even though they don't count them from Biafra land, they will do election. They will install president.
You see, our problem now, our problem. When you are fighting, there's a difference between those of us now who are freedom fighters and those of you who are one Nigerian looking for it in another way around. I'm not against you. Whatever you think is your own opinion, is your personal opinion. I'm not against you. But what we are saying, this Peter Obi are talking about, how can Peter Obi, who is going to last for 4 years, give you Biafra under which constitution? Based on what?
No, see, okay. Now, if you look at everything now, what is the reason for the struggle? Marginalization, right? We are saying that we are being. It's not marginalization. Is okay. What's the problem?
The reason why we are asking for independence from Nigeria is because we want to save our life. It's not marginalization. It's a question of life. It's a matter of life and death. It is not even marginalization. Marginalization. If you talk about marginalization, let me tell you, the Southeast are even the richest up to now. They are still controlling the economy.
No, when we talk about
having a post there, that is not even the issue. That's not the issue. It's not about our resources. It's not about marginalization. But the value system, we don't have the same value with the people in the northern part of Nigeria. In the corner, we don't have the same value system. And there is no way we can be able to survive in the same environment with them. It's not possible. We are not in enmity. But the more you continue to put us together, the more you continue to leave us to remain together, no, they will not grow, and we will not grow either.
Now, okay. Now the best solution, the solution to this problem is not us saying that there won't be election in Southeast. There won't be. If we do that, we are still under the bondage. We are still under the bondage. Now, fighting for the Biafra, we still need the representative in government. You see the Tinubu trick. He comes up with a Muslim ticket. This is a great oppression for us fighting. We are under bondage. And we are under bondage, and we still want to tie ourselves also. Give Peter Obi the chance. Why giving Peter Obi the chance? We are still fighting for the struggle of Biafra. You say no election, they install Tinubu. When they install Tinubu, the problem will be worse. And basically, if Tinubu enters,
like we were saying initially when you started, you agreed with me that the people we have there to represent us are not sincere, and will never be.
They are not sincere. Yes, they are sabotage.
Including Peter Obi, you are talking about. This same Peter Obi, I wish we can see after your election, because we are not going to be part of it. After your election, I wish I can be able to meet you again, so you can be able to confess with yourself. And you yourself, if you can tell yourself the truth, Peter Obi can never ever win that golden post. It doesn't matter if you like make the whole world support him. He will not. That is the truth that people are denying. It is a plain truth. Before Buhari came to power, did you think that Buhari defeated Atiku?
No, Buhari defeated Atiku. We know Buhari defeated Atiku. Buhari won that election.
You see, that is where we are having problem. That is where we
I campaigned for Buhari. I voted for Buhari. We campaigned. We know Buhari won the election. Buhari won the first election in 2015, but the second one, it was rigged. Buhari won against against Jonathan. We campaigned. Buhari won against Atiku again. Buhari won against Atiku, won against Jonathan.
Now I understand you better. I know the angle you're coming from, and we can never agree. You see, on this very instant, and when you are talking about, you will always pursue the number they give you. And for you now, following that, you see the list that would have been able to pacify us or to make us to begin to maybe reason or listen to what they're saying, if they had accepted restructuring. When you see people on the south, all the leaders in the south, they were saying, they were shouting, even their governors, they were saying, without restructuring, there will be no election. They were saying it. That was their national anthem. They said, without restructuring, there will be no election.
No election, yeah.
But all of a sudden, everybody now has forgotten about restructuring. They threw it to the dustbin. No single person is talking about restructuring. And what they are talking about today now is election. Even the Peter Obi, when you see the way Peter Obi emerged, you know that Peter Obi can never, let me tell you, the list you can see, some of you don't even know, you don't know this Fulani very well. because they are ready to go to war instead of them allowing somebody from the southeast part of Nigeria to be a president. They prefer to fight a war. And that is why we have to get ready and prepare. P2B is actually going to instigate, is actually going to instigate a revolution, which is going to make you people join us at last. For us to step aside and leave what we are doing and join you is very, very impossible. We can't do that. It will be too risky. That is why those of us who are asking for independent, total independence, not half-baked freedom, we are asking for total freedom from this very cage. We will continue to speak on it, and that election, if you want to hold it, go to the north and hold the election, go to Lagos and hold the election. Let them call the result. If P2B win in that area, whatever you people are doing, you want to do, by then we must have protected our area. And this same thing you people are running away from, this war you people are running away from, it is going to happen. It has even started already. It has started already.
Okay. Now, nobody is ready for war. Nobody is ready. Okay, let me ask you one question now. How are the people of Biafra working for the freedom of Mazen and the country? Because I'm sure up to election date, Mazen and the Kanu will not leave that prison.
You see, the freedom of Mazen and the Kanu now, just like as we're saying, the freedom of Mazen and the Kanu depends on the Biafra people. It doesn't even depend on it doesn't even depend. Let me tell you.
How the court case? Are you following the court case?
Allow me to finish. You see, we are not expecting any justice from the court of Nigeria. Bear that in mind. There is no single Biafran that is expecting Mazen Nnamdi to get justice in the court of Nigeria.
Sure.
Just like we made the example of Mandela. Mandela was not able to go out until his people got freedom. It was the freedom of the South African that brought the freedom of Mandela.
Yeah.
And for Mazen Nnamdi to be free, Mazen Nnamdi cannot be free until Biafra comes. That is why we are not relenting in building Biafra. And it's going to come. It doesn't matter whether somebody believes it or not. It doesn't matter. And that is why we will not even buy into any idea of any election, because election cannot bring Mazen Nnamdi out. And when you're talking about P2B, bringing P2B will be the last person to bring Mazen Nnamdi out.
Now, if P2B becomes the president, he will release Nnamdi Kanu. He will surely release Nnamdi Kanu.
Don't deceive yourself. Let me tell you, P2B is an Igbo man. He's my brother. He's my Igbo brother. I accept. He is. But let me tell you, if P2B goes to Asorok, Mazen Nnamdi cannot come out.
Why? They have asked him this question in Arise TV. If you follow Arise TV news, he said when they asked him about the agitation, they tried to link him with Biafran people. He said the problem is that the president need to call the Biafran people, need to call Sunday Igboho, the people fighting for the Yoruba nation, and ask them what their problem is, because they have started labeling him IPOB member. So he know if you watch his interview, watch his response. He also wants a Biafra.
You see, when you are talking to a politician, you have to listen to them with your political mind. If P2B is talking, I listen to him. When he talks, his words are so sweet. As a politician, but I know that there's no truth in what he's saying. There are so many things that a politician will not tell you face to face. There are so many things that a politician will not tell you. When they want to go to power, they will use every language. P2B himself knows that they are going to trap him down with the issue of IPOB. He knows very well. He knows
you see the photo of his son. You see the photo of his son with Biafran flag, the propaganda going.
Exactly. He knows very well. And they themselves know very well that P2B is a Biafran man. He can't deny it. He's a Biafran.
Yeah.
But the issue of releasing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, P2B cannot handle it, and he will not release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. If there is anything P2B will sign before he goes there. But you see, that one thing people used to forget. You see why we don't even want to hear anything about Nigeria? That this Nigeria you are seeing, there are people that control it. It is not for you and I. It is not for Nigeria was not meant for the Yoruba people. It wasn't meant for the Igbo people, not meant for the Hausa people, not meant for the Edo people. It wasn't even meant for the Middle Belters. There are people that control this Nigeria, no matter where you come from. And if they don't agree with what you are saying, you are just wasting your time. You must have to abide to their whatever they say before whatever you want to plan or want to do will have effect. Remember the constitution that there's a constitution that is guiding P2B in everything he's going to do. A constitution is guiding P2B. He cannot just wake up now and say, go this person now, let person now go. He cannot just come now and say, let us change this constitution and turn it upside down. He cannot. He still needs to have the majority in the House. There will be a debate in the House. There will be a referendum to people to say yes or no before anything can be changed. And P2B has just 4 years. And let me tell you, if you can tell yourself, the truth, you are talking about 8 years. 8 years is 8 years is a different. We are talking about the 4 years. It's when he succeeds in 4 years. So we talk about the 4 years. In that 4 years, let me tell you, the people we are dealing with, which we know very well, they can never ever allow you to make any change in this very constitution that favors them very well. Remember your Muhammad Buhari that you voted for. He campaigned with restructuring. But all of a sudden, you and Muhammad, your party now, I know you're APC man. All of a sudden,
I'm not APC. I'm not APC man. I'm not APC man. I was former PDP world chairman. PDP world chairman, but I left to be PDP. I'm now working with the Labour Party.
Okay. Let's look at it that way. This man now, these people, you people campaign for with this very restructuring. All of a sudden, when they come to the time to implement the restructuring, APC no longer know the meaning of restructuring. Each time when you bring restructuring, they will ask you which type of restructuring are we talking about. Does it mean that they don't know what restructuring? Restructuring now has gotten different kinds of meaning in the dictionary of Nigerian people. They have a different meaning for restructuring. But you and I, ordinary people, when you talk about restructuring, we know what we are talking about.
We know what we are talking, yeah.
Even a layman know what he's talking about. Even the northerners, even the Fulani layman know what you're talking about. But they pretend not to know it. And the most disturbing one is that our people who are our representatives, both in the individual land, who said that there will be no election without restructuring. One of our very much respected elder in the Southwest, who is doing very well and standing up and speaking the truth, he said it, that if there is no restructuring, that he will support the Oduduwa Republic to come.
You can't trust a Yoruba man with his word now. You can't, you can't trust a Yoruba man.
Let us not begin to talk about their trust or whatever, but what they say and what we have from them. That's what I'm repeating. So, and this is what we say, we cannot trust the politicians mainly. If I can't trust Paya Odobenjo, is it the politician I'm going to trust? Is it P2B? Or do you think that P2B is much more intelligent than Goodluck Jonathan? Do you think that P2B have good mind than Goodluck Jonathan? You think that Jonathan didn't mean well for Nigeria?
Jonathan has the opportunity. Jonathan was deceived. He has the opportunity. He was looking for second term and was there building an almajari for Buhari people and Fulani people. And after all, they deceived him. The highest almajari in North was built by Jonathan. He left the Igbo people. What did Jonathan do for Igbo people?
Let me tell you, if P2B enters there, P2B is going to build more almajari school. He is going to focus on the North much more than the South. This same mistake you are talking about, this same thing you are saying that Jonathan did, P2B is going to do worse. He's going to do worse. You see, let us not judge in what people say. I love when P2B. You see, sometimes when P2B is talking on stage, I'll be crying. I'll be wishing that we have Biafra. Then someone like P2B will come and contest. That is my wish. I wish we have a responsible nation, a nation that I can be able to hit my chest and say, this is a responsible nation. Sometimes when I see P2B talk, I'll be shedding tears. Why am I shedding tears? I'm shedding tears because he is wasting his guidance. He's a wasted talent. As far as Nigeria is concerned, no matter how intelligent you are, Nigeria will make you useless. Go and check the people you are talking about. The people who rule under Jonathan. Every single one of them who is on the international section now, they are doing very, very well. They are accepted all over the world and they're doing exploit. We are talking about a country that the system is not working and will never ever work. The more you go there to get yourself involved, the more you are making yourself look stupid and foolish. And no sensible person will go and begin to contest for anything in Nigeria as it stands today.
Okay, okay now. How do you intend to achieve the no election in Biafra land? When just what even the agitators are not even in agreement. See, is this Simon or Simeon Ekpe and his other autopilot fighting themselves, disgracing themselves online? When I watch all this kind of things, look at the people who are agitating for Biafra. They are not even in unity to show that they can achieve what they want.
Okay, on that very area, whatever you say on that very area is understandable because you are not in the struggle, so you can be able to say anything you want to say. But let me tell you, there is nothing that is happening in the struggle of Biafra today that has not happened everywhere. Even when South Africa were fighting for their own freedom, there were so many factions. It happens even in families. In family, you have quarrel with your brothers, you have disagreement, but at the end of the day, you come to agree. I know that there are so many problems, but that will not stop the truth from coming out. It won't stop us from fighting for what we're fighting for. The most important thing we are looking for is a permanent freedom, not this temporary freedom that they want to come and pat us at the back. At the end of the day, the killing continues. Okay, now everybody is focusing on this they're focusing on election. You and I know that Nigeria itself, the way it stands today, even the possibility of the election happening in Nigeria itself is not there. I watched an interview when what is it called? Femi Falana was granted an interview in Channel Television, and he was suggesting for the government to postpone the election and make sure they have security first. But none of them is even talking about the insecurity. They don't even care about it. The invasion of Biafra on southern part of Nigeria, the whole southern part of Nigeria has been invaded by the terrorists. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody said anything about it. And they are busy trying to promote themselves. You see, Peter Obi, one thing I hate about this issue is that Peter Obi himself knows that he cannot make any change in Asorok. He will not. He cannot. If they were able to put restructuring in place before this election, at least that would be a hope for some people. People like me personally, I say maybe they will have a chance. But when you are conducting an election to swear an oath on that same 1999 constitution that somebody has stood on in their own Senate and said that Nigeria can never know peace, Nigeria can never survive, based on 1999 constitution, you are going to swear in yourself in based on that constitution and you can make a change. How would that change come? How? Where is it going to come from?
Okay.
Is it going to rule alone?
No. Yeah, he has a running mate now, the person of what's his name? Baba Yusuf. So he's not going to rule alone. Now let me ask you, how many countries now are supporting Biafra? Because before South Africa achieved Biafra, how many countries now? Tell me, how many countries are supporting Biafra?
So many countries are supporting Biafra. So many countries.
Just name one or two. Just name one or two for me, please. One or two countries supporting Biafra. Finland supporting Biafra. What happened on the? Did they have any office or any like an embassy or a consulate a Biafra consulate in Finland to show that they are supporting Biafra? Okay,
when you come to that very stage, when you come to this area, you're asking, you are not into the struggle and you are not very close. There are so many things you might not know, and there are so many things that will not be put in the public. When you come to the issue of the struggle of Biafra, you know very well that Nigeria is still a sovereign state. And Biafra is still under occupation for Nigeria. No country will come openly to support. You can only have such an open support when there is an open attack, just like when they're talking about insurgency. There is no insurgency in Biafra. Biafra will not pick arms. We have not picked arms yet. Biafra have not picked arms. If Biafrans pick arms today, and they have become a war in Biafra land, that is when you will see people who are supporting that will come out openly. But as long as Biafra is still under occupation, Nigeria is a sovereign state. And when you talk about United Nations, they have one agreement. You cannot just go gamble yourself into a nation where they are still staying. They presume that Nigeria is still peaceful, as long as Biafrans have not picked up arms and they're not fighting. But on the ground, there are so many countries that are speaking for Biafra. So many. So many meetings have been held recently about the Biafra issue. So many meetings are going on the ground. So many people have been approached. And as time goes on, they'll begin to unveil. That is why we want to trigger the situation where all these countries will come out. Those countries want to hear their name. You will hear them speak by themselves. I'm not going to speak for them. And it's going to be triggered very, very soon. That is why, when you are talking about if we don't conduct election, that they will still get a president. Of course, they will continue the election. Of course, they will fix any president they want to fix. Of course, they will. Just like they've been doing. Even if you conduct election or you don't, even if you vote, of course, they will choose who they want to choose.
They will choose who they want to choose. And that will increase the number of days Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in the prison.
They have been doing it. If they want to have a just like when you said that we need to have somebody inside. If they really want to discuss with Biafra to solve the problem, if the Nigerian government wants to discuss the problem, they already have somebody inside there. They already have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with them. Why wouldn't they discuss with him?
They see Nigeria, they see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a terrorist. They label him terrorist. They label ESN terrorist. So we need a legal representative.
Okay, let me ask you: is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist?
He's not a for me. He's not a terrorist. He's my leader. I also want them Biafra.
Is IPOB a terrorist? A terrorist organization?
I don't know about the IPOB. I only know about the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra. I don't belong to any of them.
Okay. Okay, that's no problem. But for the fact that you accepted that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist, every one of us know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have lived in so many countries of the world. He have traveled in so many countries of the world and have met some important people. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, remember, he was in Britain broadcasting for more than a decade. British, we are talking about British have the best police. They have the best police. They have the best security. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was to be a terrorist, or if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was preaching a false message, or he was lying, they would have arrested Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the United Kingdom. Yeah. He has been there, broadcasting for more than a decade. He was never arrested for one day, not until when they pushed him down to Africa, knowing full well that Africa is a place where there is lawlessness. They know that that's the place where they have lawlessness. They come and kidnap him and brought him to Nigeria through extraordinary edition. An innocent man, they are holding him, and yet they don't want to discuss with him. You are telling me to go. Why? Okay, look at Soludo that went to go and see him. Soludo went to go and see him. They organized a picture show. After snapping that picture, changing his clothes, the next day he came to the court. He was still wearing a different clothes. That same clothes was wearing. He was wearing. That same Soludo was the person that they called off election for. Even this P2B you are talking about today, do you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called off election, called off no election because of P2B? Because of P2B and P2B, when he was contesting with Atukabaka, he said no election. He said no election, and it was still because of this same P2B that he gave the chance of the election to see if things work out fine, but things never worked. The people that matters will always choose who they want to choose. Even this PVC of a sin, you and I know that PVC will not determine who will be your president.
No, this time it will determine, because if we are serious now, this time it will determine. And this might cause for the revolution we are looking for. If everybody gets their PVC, stand for their rights, defend their vote, if they try to rig the election, then the revolution will start. You this is what happened in the process.
Let me tell you how the PVC will not work. Let me tell you how the PVC will not work.
Okay.
Let me tell you, number one, even if you succeed in going to register for the PVC, you are not going to get that PVC until the election is over. If you manage to get that PVC, so many of those PVC will not work. They will not be effective. Even in the last election, there are videos online where they were throwing away PVC of people. It was thrown away. It is not because those people were not ready to get their PVC. They refused to give it to them. And go and check the names. Most of the names here are people from the southern part of Nigeria. In the north, they take their PVC to go to their homes and give them. They give them to their children, including foreigners over there. They have the PVC. They have the PVC in the north. In the north, even foreigners have it. People from Niger, from Mali, from Mauritania, they have PVC in the north. A child, so far that child can walk from their house to the polling booth, he will have a PVC. But in the southern part of Nigeria, as long as you have a name of a southerner, your PVC, they know the number they want to give to you. They already have the number. They will release that number. After they release that number, and they know that that number can never match the number they have in the north. Working with the statistics they have already. This is the automatic rigging that you and I are supposed to know. You say you're a member of ABC. You people are master of rigging. You're supposed to know about it.
Okay. I know we do rigging, but this time we are calling for change. Now, okay, see what comment here. See what comment. Somebody Basi Imasi, please don't insult him because he's learning from autopilot member and he will not repent soon. What's the difference between autopilot and the others Simeon Ekpe? Why are they fighting themselves? See them fighting, people fighting for struggle, fighting themselves.
I want you to don't take it as fighting each other. Just as I told you, there can be disagreement in a family. IPOB is one. It is one. Mm-hmm. When you it's just like in a family, once the father is no longer there, there will always be confusion. It will always take time for people to begin to understand themselves very well again. There is a confusion actually. Me that is speaking here, I'm a member of Autopilot. I'm working directly with the instruction of Samuel Epa. I'm his follower and a full supporter.
Okay.
You know, there are certain confusions that are there. There are certain people who are not following the step of Mazen Nandekano. The Mazen Nandekano you have inside there, we know what he can do. We know what he put in place. We know the instruction he gave before he was arrested. And we are building based on the foundation that he has laid. That's what we are following, and nothing else. If anybody is coming to talk about Biafra because of his selfish interest or because of his personal interest, or begin to kill his fellow Biafra, begin to kill your brother unnecessarily, that is not our business. We are not part of it. Mazen Nandekano will know. Mazen Nandekano will not support the killing of any innocent person. It doesn't matter your tribe. It doesn't matter your religion. No matter your tribe, no matter your religion, he will never support it. Mazen Nandekano will never support it. Just like you saw during the NSAS. During the NSAS, Mazen Nandekano, NSAS was for a better Nigeria. Isn't it?
Yeah.
It was a better Nigeria. But Mazen Nandekano supported it from the very first day to the last. He supported it. Mazen Nandekano, he has given every opportunity. We have exhausted all the opportunity. This same political solution, this same election, he has given every opportunity. The state we are now, let us try it. We want to try a different thing. No more calling off. There will be no election. After there will be no election, let us see what will happen. We want to make that mistake. If it's a mistake, we want to make it.
The problem now is, let's find way. Let Mazen Nandekano. If Mazen Nandekano is free, and then we can continue the struggle, because there are a lot of division, and this division is making the Biafra struggle look like a childish or something. Because when you see different people talk online,
if you want to come in, keep your phone this way. Keep your phone this way, and make sure you click on your rotation. If your phone is not in this form, you cannot be able to enter. So, my brother, as you were saying, as you were saying, you yourself agree with me here that we don't have people who are representing us, and you also told me here with your own mouth that they will not release Mazen Nandekano. You said it. That they will not release it.
They will not release it.
So, I agree with you. I agree with you. The release of Mazen Nandekano is not in their hand. That is why I tell you that it is Biafra people that release Mazen Nandekano. What we do, our actions, our behavior, is what is going to release Mazen Nandekano. Anything we do is what is going to trigger the release of Mazen Nandekano.
The Biafra people that is not in unity. The Biafra people that is not in unity. They are not united. See the Eastern government
are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you, if you come and stand in the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We'll crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold all of Africa down. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals. They are saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You have to go everywhere. We must continue.